We are in Eagle River in Keweenaw County on the Keweenaw Peninsula. This is the Eagle River Falls. And I apologize, I know I am yelling because I can't hear myself over the falls. We are in the meat of the melting season. So all of the winter snow, and we got over 300 inches this year, is now melting into our lakes and rivers. And the Eagle River itself is one of the larger watersheds in the county. So a lot of the area's snow ends up in this river and eventually going over this waterfall. I'm Sean Goman. I'm the Executive Director for Keweenaw National Historical Park Advisory Commission. So Eagle River is one of the very first communities set up in the Keweenaw. It's kind of unique in that it was not started by the mining companies. It was set up in 1843 as a place for trade and commerce for the ships that were coming to Lake Superior, which is just a few hundred feet over in that direction. And boats would come here and deliver goods, but then also pick up copper that was being mined at a variety of mines here in the area, but especially the Cliff Mine, which is located about 3 miles to the south of here. There was a hotel, there was a very large dock that went out into the lake, about 400 feet. There were many shops. There were actually 2 or 3 breweries here in the area as well. And then eventually, in 1862, Joseph and Mary Blight, in cooperation with some of the local mining interests, started a fuse factory just right over there overlooking the falls. And why they sited it there was because this drop in the waterfall allowed for water power, so they could power all of their machinery. What's interesting about this fuse factory and kind of like the role of women in the workforce here in the Keweenaw in that time is that Mary Blight is the one who had the knowledge. Joseph Blight was her husband and was able to get the money put together, but she actually had worked in a fuse factory in Cornwall in the UK before they immigrated here. So she had all the know-how. She's the one that got this place started up and running. She was, one of the leading, probably early women industrialists in the area. In the middle of the falls, you can kind of see where the water's not going over. There's a little bit of the wooden crib dam that is still visible there. The dam in 1860s would have been higher, but made of wood, and then that created a holding pond behind it so that they could draw the water to run their machinery. The dam itself helps to create more of a drop, and so when water is going over it, especially during the melting season like this, it's just a really dramatic look. And with this old, I think 1915 concrete bridge that we're standing on, visitors get a really good look above it, as opposed to usually when you're at a waterfall, you're standing below looking up, but you get to look down. I don't know, kids love to look down, right? We all like to look down. This is incredibly accessible. It's flat, even ground, and the parking lot is just, 100 feet away, if that. So just from this spot, you can park your car here, walk along this little river gorge, past these bridges. You'll go past another bridge that's even older than these ones. You'll see the old shops, the old storefronts, where the old hotel was, and then you get to the rock beach, and on the lake, there's the Fitzgerald's Restaurant, which is one of the more renowned restaurants we have in the area. Just within walking distance, you have the Douglas Houghton Monument. There is the Eagle River Museum, which is the old township office building, and that has a museum about the community and about the Cliff Mine that was located nearby. There's the Jam Lady just around the corner here, about a 2-minute walk from the waterfall itself. And then if you proceed on for a few miles through a really nice kind of covered wooded road, you get to another waterfall called Jacob's Falls and the Jam Pot, which is a little bakery owned and operated by a monastery. And just past that is one of my favorite locations, which is Great Sand Bay. It's this big half moon bay, nice sand beach. You get nice big rolling waves that come in, all within just about 5 minutes of this parking area next to this waterfall. For me personally, what I really appreciate about this spot and this waterfall You have the waterfall, and yes, there's a human-made dam across it, but that's not what we're interested in looking at when we come here. We want to see the dramatic waterfall, the spray, the foam, all of that. But also, if you turn around, we are looking at the only wooden bridge built over a highway in the state of Michigan. The beautiful setting, to me, of this natural gorge, this natural setting juxtaposed with the geometric patterns of the bridges themselves, the trusses, the wooden arch that I'm looking at here. To me, that's really aesthetically pleasing, and it offers great opportunities for photography. It just has a wonderful combination of natural and human-made interests here.
That's cool.